This is Superstory.
This is nice. But Richie, are you sure their pay here will be better than what I'm presently earning here?
Abba, what do they pay here? Chicken feed. You're not even sure of your salary at the end of the month.
That is true.
And in this new place, they are going to pay you handsomely with a furnished apartment and an official brand new car.
Man, what am I waiting for? I have my CV here. Let me write the application.
This is Superstory.
Remember, Coyote, it is strictly confidential. Don't put me in trouble, though.
Don't worry, I won't tell anybody.
It's a super story of good food and houses where the fish drowns or even die of thirst.
Sir, our deputy editor is planning to resign and to go with at least 12 of our key staff.
What? Impossible. Kayode can never do that to me. He got his official vehicle only last month, and I intend to sponsor his wedding later in the year.
Sir, you better save your money. In fact, here is a copy of his application to our closest rival publication, sir.
Incredible.
In fact, the letter is just a formality, sir. He has gotten the job.
Human beings are wicked and greedy. And the youth of nowadays, they are so much in a hurry to get rich. At the end, they ruin themselves.
Sir, I even tried to talk him out of it. But he told me to mind my business. And said, is it because I am the son-in-law of that pot-bellied, short-sighted, narrow-minded, and illiterate chairman?
What?
As my mother will say, when a handshake gets to the elbow, it has now become wrestling. I had to let him alone, sir.
Richard, you are no longer my son-in-law. You are my son. Go back to your office.
But, sir, can't we forgive him?
Richard, I know you are a kind-hearted person, but just leave this to me.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows.
Kayode, come to my office immediately.
It's a super story of good food and houses. This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrow.
Excuse me.
If you say one more word, I will blast off your head. You ungrateful, greedy animal.
But sir...
Don't but sir me. So after all I have done for you and your family members, you still want to sabotage my company?
Me? There must be a mistake somewhere, sir. Not me, sir.
And you are also a bloody liar. What is this? Is this not your handwriting?
But sir, it was a...
Shut up there! But what?
Gee, I am in trouble.
Look, Kayode.
Yes, sir.
My policy is strike before you are struck. You are fired. And that is final.
Excuse me, sir. Let me explain. No, I will explain this one. No,
if you don't get out of my office before I count 1.
Excuse me, sir. It's not.
2.
Excuse me, sir.
3.
Oh God, it's okay. Oh God.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrow.
Secretary, schedule a management meeting for tomorrow morning. Don't ask me stupid questions. Just do as I say.
It's a super story with good food and houses.
I am finished. So, Richard can do this to me.
Gentlemen, by now you should have heard what Kayode, our deputy editor, planned to do, and the mess he found himself.
We are very, very surprised, sir.
Well, that is life for you. For now, be informed that Richard has been promoted to the post of deputy editor.
That's fine, sir. That's great. We're happy about that, sir. He deserves it. Yeah.
Thank you, and good day.
Thank you very much. No, thank you. Soon and very soon, I will get to the top. Woo! Oh, man.
Hi, Richard. Congratulations. I heard the good news.
Oh, thank you, May Becky.
Not just thank you for mouth. We go wash our mo Olga.
Hold on a minute.
Yes.
Do you know something? I have a confession to make to you.
What about?
I fancy you.
Me?
Yes, I've always fancied you, and I want us to have an affair.
But Richard, you're married. That would be adultery.
So what? Adultery is for adults. Ain't we adults? Take a walk on the wild side. You won't regret it, I tell you.
Now that you have mentioned it, I think you're kind of cute.
Oh, really? Oh. So, what are we waiting for? Why not a night out with me to celebrate my promotion?
Well, I wouldn't say no.
Oh, so I will pick you up for 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Sure, I'll be waiting.
Oh, thank you.
Not too fast.
This is super story, a life of strife and sorrow.
Yo! I've got her! The hottest chick on the block. Man! There is power in position. No wonder people don't leave public offices, even when their tenure have expired. And where do I take my latest scotch to? Yeah. Yeah, my list. My list. Yeah. Coconut joint. Okay.
Hello, darling. There you are. I wanted to ask you what you have for dinner.
Oh, never mind, sweetheart. I'm going out.
Out where?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you that the executive corps members of Union of Journalists are having a crucial meeting at the secretariat tonight.
I see. But don't stay too long after the meeting because I know how you guys go out drinking beer and all sorts.
Me? Far from it. You don't have to report at the office tomorrow now, Abba.
That's true.
All right, sweetheart. I have to go now. I'm running late.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
See you, darling.
All right.
Hello, Joe. How are you? No. I haven't fashion your side at all. No. In fact, I was just thinking of you. My husband? Well, he's fine. He just left. Bye there. Bye.
Like it?
I mean, the interior is cool.
Oh, this is one of the auto wonders you can't get a hang of. I mean, it's like a toy. I just play around it. I just play around.
It sounds so powerful.
So, open. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrow.
So, tighten your seatbelts and we are off.
And where are we going for this grand celebration?
Baby, we need a private place. Knowing me, knowing you. You see, I want our hearts to be this one. For a beautiful lady like you, we need to get away from the maddening crowd. Far, far from the maddening crowd.
Rachel.
Oh,
All
baby.
right, let's go. I can't imagine myself with this cast.
Please, call me Frank.
All right. Frank.
Good.
I must tell you, the lodging is exquisite.
Fine.
The food, excellent. And the hotel facilities are standard. But my problem is that the location of the hotel is too far from town.
That's no problem, madam. We can always arrange for transport.
Hila. This is the Commonwealth Games we're talking about here. People are coming in from all over the world. Go back, Abba.
I know that, Miss Josephine. Why not try and consider our own merits? We promised to cater for sightseeing in town and all that. Miss Josephine, are you still here with me? Hey!
Richard, sorry, Frank, please just give me. I'll be drawing you, please.
Sure.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story, a life of precious stones and good taste.
Hello. Hello. Yes, Sandra, it's me, Josephine. Sandra, rush down to Rahoni International Hotel immediately. Richard is with a girl.
What? No, it's not possible. My husband is at the NUJ meeting at the press center.
At all. Sandra, this is not an NUJ meeting, but LUV meeting at the Rahoni International Hotel. You better come right here and fast.
I'm on my way. Thanks. Bye. It's not possible. Thanks, Richard. I had a lovely time.
Oh, me too. So, let's do it again soon.
Sure, why not? But wait a minute. Are you saying we should have a relationship?
Uh-huh.
What about your wife, Sandra?
Oh, forget Sandra. I mean, she's just a boring rich girl. I mean, I need excitement in my life. I'm young. And I can only get that from a beautiful lady like you.
Richard, you flatter me too much. But I must confess, I love it.
So, when do we see again?
Soon.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story, a life of precious stones and good taste. It's a super story. This is super story. Good taste.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't wake you.
Richard, what happened? I was so worried when it was getting late.
You know how tiring the association meetings can be. Arguments upon arguments. I thought it wasn't going to come to an end.
Really?
Yes, so in fact, at a point in time, it almost resulted into a physical combat between the president of the association and his vice. You know how Ken can be now. If not for my intervention, I don't know what would have happened.
Bravo. I never knew you were such a gifted liar.
Beg your pardon.
Uncle, welcome.
Oh, Kitty, how are you?
Fine. Auntie, can I put on the TV?
No. Why don't you watch the one in your room?
Okay.
Thank you. So, Richard, for your information, I called the press center and I was told no meeting was held there. So where were you?
What are you talking about, Sandra? The venue of the meeting was changed last minute.
To where? The 5-star hotel out along the outskirts of Lagos, I guess? Richard, how could you?
Oh, sweetheart, I can explain.
Don't even try. You lied to me that you were going for an association meeting. Meanwhile, you went on a love spree with another woman.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh.
Take your filthy hands off me and get out of my house, now.
Sweetheart, that's not how it happened.
Save me the gory details. Isn't it enough that my friends saw you and Becky coming out of the hotel? That they had to call me to come and witness for myself? Yes. I saw two of you coming out of the hotel hand in hand like two satisfied lovers.
You see now? You see how people make false judgments from the outside?
What nonsense are you talking about?
Look, sweetheart, I will explain everything. But if you don't believe in me, then I'll get out as you said.
What on earth are you talking about? I saw you both with my 2 eyes.
It is true that there was no meeting at the press center. Becky planned the whole thing.
How?
She tricked me into having a meeting with her at the 5-star hotel. Lured me into bed, but I refused.
Don't lie to me. I saw you. What of the love drama you were?
I had to pretend that I was interested so that I could just get out of there. That girl is a maniac. She can do and undo. This is what she has been doing to other editors, just to control them.
So she has the guts to come after my own husband.
Susan, you see, there is no doubt that I love you. But you see, I am married and I don't want you to come to the office. You see, I will walk things out.
What is this? Richard.
All right, I'll
What
come
is
back.
this?
Oh, Becky, calm down. What's the matter?
Look at it yourself.
I see. This is a sack letter to you.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
Look, I don't have an idea of this.
What have I done to warrant a sack? No notice, nothing. What do I do now? What do I do?
Look, you have to go now. I don't want anyone to meet you in my office like this.
Is that all you have to say? Can't you do anything to help me?
There's nothing I can do. What do you want my wife to think if I try to reabsorb you?
But you said you loved me and you'd do anything for me.
No. Not when it borders on my marriage. Besides, it was just in the heat of the moment.
Richard.
And so please.
I can't believe you're doing this to me.
What part of it don't you understand? Face it! It was a one-night stand. Period. Nothing more.
Richard, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Oh, go ahead. My wife already thinks you were after me.
What?
You don't! Don't ever try that. Only my wife has called the legal tender to do that. Right? Capish? Drop that hand. Drop that hand. Now, get out. Get out.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and
that was a narrow one. Oh. Now on to more important matters. The time has come to get rid of the editor, my only obstacle to the top. This time it may not be too easy because he's very close to the chairman. What do I do?
Mama Richard! Na me. You don't reach like that way when they pass in front of my house, you no go even see make you greet me.
Make you know best. I did in a hurry.
And that one go see make you no branch greet me. So poverty not be disease, so I beg you. Hey. Neighbor, now that's my brother wife when he became do marriage last year. Now be this.
I remember. Welcome.
Ah, well done. How are you? Well done. Yeah, Richard. So you no go market today?
Market? Which kind of insult be that one? Market? You be really bushwoman, no?
Mama Richard, you don't start again. This is your poison mat. You don't carry and come again. What's your doing too bad now?
How I go market? You don't say where Molori and Mama they go market. Now waiting I won't sell for market. Where Richard my pikin no go fit to give me? Begin go. Come. No insult me. Abi?
Well, make you no vex. You know say na raw mentality. Now they worry me. Mama Richard. Make I see this leaf. Not be the leaf when they say they do medicine be this.
Na leave for medicine. I go meet Baba Agbo so that I go give me some medicine to go give Richard wife. You know, so when person take before he marry, the dirty way they the belly, you no go let am quick burn. So now make me I go take some medicine so that Sandra.
I know this medicine. It's good for the woman when they find pikin. Now all the dirty way they inside belly, now you go flush out.
Thank you very much.
Mama Richard, shey na you supposed to dey help your pikin wife to get belle? You wan tell me now say she no get mama?
Wetin you dey talk, Mama Pauline? Wetin all this Ajabota know? Wetin all this Ajabo know? They no know anything, they no medicine. Abeg, na him make me say make I take am personally to make sure say I give Sandra because me I wan see my grandpikin o, and I no ready to take chances.
Eh?
Even Steph, Now with trick, I go take give am the medicine. Now for 3 days, I go dey put am for inside the food when she chop am so that go clean all the belly, clean the body so that she go. I mean, anyway, when I make una dey enjoy, I dey go. I dey in a hurry.
Okay, oh. Let me greet our Limonia wife, oh.
This is Superstory. A life of strife.
I bet let's matter for Matthias. Which money? Money when they turn person to slave. See this guy, old woman. Just they shake like Agidiwe not done. They follow small girl because of money. Ow!
My sister, me I never see the place where husband mama.
So, Richard, these are the reports I want you to deliberate on. If the sources are authentic, then we have a scope in our hands.
How can I be a deputy editor in my own in-laws company? This guy is the only stumbling block between me and my ambition.
Richard, what's happening? What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
So, let's get on with the meeting. I expect all reports to be well edited by...
I hate his face. His stinking guts, and in fact, everything about him. Sometimes I feel like killing him.
So that will be all for now.
Imagine the privileges he enjoys. Regular trips abroad, meeting with the cream de la cream of society, pen power that attracts bribes from all and sundry, closeness with chairman, babes of all shapes and sizes.
Richard, Meaparu, you look unhappy. Is anything the matter?
Well, it's nothing. It's nothing.
All right, meeting closed.
Well, I was just trying to go through,
Okay.
I will not be happy until you quit that set for me. And I will make sure it happens soon.
All right, sir.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of
Don't cry.
thirst. It's a super story.
Why did I have to lose the baby?
I'm sorry about that, but God knows best. Just don't cry.
I've lost everything. I'm a failure.
Don't say that, Bisola. You know, I'm here for you.
I know, Chief. But it's so painful.
I understand. Oh, come on. I don't want you upsetting yourself like this. You lost this one, but many more are coming. Beautiful children. I know this is not the right time to say this, but Bisola, I love you. No, just listen. It is not as if I'm happy that you lost your baby, but you just made me realize what I am missing. I love you, and I want you to bear more children for me.
Chief.
You know, I have just one daughter, and my wife stopped bearing children long time ago because we kept on losing our pregnancies. Now, I want you to do me this favor.
As you rightly said, Chief, this is not the right time. I need some time to put myself together. Then I can consider your proposal.
That makes me feel so happy. You won't regret it. In the meantime, I want you to go to my guest house in the island when you leave the hospital, so that you can be pampered and well taken good care of.
Thank you, Chief. I appreciate everything.
It is my greatest pleasure, my dear.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses, where the fish drown.
Kola!
Sir! Welcome, sir.
Where is the cook?
Blessing!
Welcome, Moga.
This is Bisola.
Welcome, madam.
Welcome.
She will be staying here.
Okay, sir.
So you take very good care of her.
Okay, sir.
Anything she wants, give it to her.
Noted, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Oh, gee. Thank you.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Chairman's car. I thought you had gone home earlier.
No. He's upstairs having a tete-a-tete meeting with the editor.
Oh, really? I see.
I don't like this closeness between chairman and editor. I should be the one with chairman, not him. After all, I'm his son-in-law.
Hello, Richard, are you still here?
Sandra, what did you just say now?
Are we going to stand here all day? Let's get to the car.
Sandra, please. Why don't you just go home without me? I just remembered I have some unfinished editorials on my table, please. Why don't you just go?
Okay. As long as you come home on time. Because I don't want to be burdened with making conversation with your mother all night.
Abba, Sandra, you know my mom loves you. Be nice, eh? Take care. All right.
Just come home on time, okay?
I'll do. Yeah.
I have submitted a proposal to buy Botex Nigeria Limited, that big printing press company along Oworo-Shoki, to solve both our printing problems and also to handle jobs for other press companies.
That's a great idea, sir. A very welcome one indeed.
Yes, but the snag is that our competitor company has also put up a bid to buy the company. I wonder if I can get somebody within the system to help us win the bid.
Sir, I will keep my ear close to the ground, sir.
Thank you. Now to the main problem why I sent for you.
Yes, sir.
It is actually a private matter, and I really need your help about it.
Yes, sir.
You see, editor, it is actually a personal matter, and I want you to promise utmost secrecy about it.
You can trust me, sir. I'm not a small boy, sir.
Actually, my wife has been complaining about it. And I now have this new girlfriend, and she's also complaining. And it's getting embarrassing, you know. It is this man problem.
Man problem? Okay, yes. Sir, I understand. You mean USP? Unsatisfactory social performance, sir?
Now you get it. And I heard about this popular herbal doctor from your village. And I want you to help me get him.
You mean Dr. Horsepower?
Yes. I hear that he has been helping a lot of people about it. I saw the man on television a couple of times.
Yes, it's a fact, sir. He has helped so many people out of this problem, sir.
So I hear. And that is why I want to send you to him.
No problem, sir. Anytime.
Now, editor.
Sir.
I want this to be in the grapevine between you and me. I wouldn't like to hear it from a third party.
Am I crazy? Not even my wife will hear of this. Such a personal and highly confidential matter. Trust me, sir.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you.
No problem, sir.
Well, there is this file brought in by the secretary.
Okay, sir.
She just brought it this morning to my table.
Yes! This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. Mr. Dieter, now I've got you.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses.
Thank God you're here on time, sir.
What is the matter?
It is this embarrassing report about you in a software magazine today, sir.
Yay! Editor has killed me! Hey, driver! Water! Get! No, go to the doctor! No, Chairman,
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a
Sir, you have to believe me. I don't know anything about this, sir.
You may crawl on your belly from here to Sokoto and back. The evidence is here in the report. I trusted you, and like Judas, you betrayed me with a kiss. I never knew you suffer from diarrhea of the mouth.
Hey, I'm finished, oh, I'm finished.
No, you are not finished yet. I have just started with you. I will make sure that you don't get that job in this town. Now, get out of my office.
But sir, you have to, please now, you can do something.
Are you still there talking yeah like that? I say get out before I break your head with my double-barreled gun.
Believe me, I'm innocent. I cannot do this to you. Only God knows that.
Get out!
Sir, Richard, please, believe me, I didn't do it.
What? Let me talk to you, man. Stupid man.
Can't you forgive me?
No way, Richard. Never plead the cause of a devil. You are to resume as editor with immediate effect.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrow.
I'm just getting better and better.
To understand my lecture better, I have to buy my handouts. And you must not photocopy or borrow from anybody. In fact, I will make sure that I register the names of those who buy. Yes?
How much is the handout, sir?
It's just 500 naira and it's compulsory for everyone. What's wrong with you? That's not even up to half of what most of you spend on your girlfriends to buy chicken and chips or ice cream. But you cannot invest in your education. You, expect your test in 2 weeks' time.
Now that I am at the top, I must do all it takes to stay there. My aim is to impress Chairman remarkably, to become the only member of his inner caucus.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story, a life of precious stones and good taste. It's a super story. This is Superstory.
And let me feel
This is Superstory. This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story. Good food and houses.
And let me, how you doing now?
Where the fish right. As you have fashioned us now, we don't have a choice but to get on in life.
Haba, not talk so. You see, it's work. And you see, I've been so busy these days, and I mean, I don't have time to eat, not to talk of leisure, you know?
I know. I see your name in the papers as editor-in-chief of one newspaper like that. To tell you the truth, Richard, you're really doing well for yourself.
But we'll just manage it. Why don't I treat you for lunch?
Did you say lunch? I don't mind.
All right.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst.
You're a real big chick now.
For where? Now cloth just cover body, Joe.
Wait, oh. So you know this guy?
Let me see. Yes, I do, but...
But what?
You see, he promised me heaven and earth to have an affair with me, but I bullshit him.
You don't say.
Of course, yes. He is ready to fulfill any condition for me. But I'm not interested at all.
Elemi, you've got to say yes to this guy.
What?
For my sake.
Richard, are you crazy? Whatever for? Richard, remember I'm your girlfriend.
See, baby, this guy is the director standing between my chairman and Butters printing press my chairman wants to buy. You see, you've got to say yes to this guy.
Richard, what are you saying?
I will pay you any amount.
Richard.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows.
Richard, I don't want your money. I want your love, Richard. Please, I want your
love. It's a Superstory, with good food and houses.
Oh, baby, I'll give you my love, my care, my money, and my everything.
Richard, I love you.
Oh. There are two classes of men. Men who use women and men who are used by women. I am the chairman of the first class. Hey, let me, baby. Oh, it's so good to come around here. Really?
We've not been seeing you in the hall these days. Now, wow, you won't get first class?
If possible, yes. Staying in the hall is for lazy students who don't know why they're on campus.
Don't insult us.
I haven't mentioned any names.
Now, wow, Efiko.
Lola, is there something you want? Please, this is exam period. No time for frivolities.
Oh, yes, I remember. Can I have your handout on Dr. Goodluck's course? Can you believe someone stole mine? And I have not even opened the thing to read.
Sorry, I don't have one.
Sorry?
I said I don't have Dr. Goodluck's handouts. I already have the textbook, where you found the facts from. So I don't need to duplicate. Why waste money?
But he said we should.
That is for lazy people like you who can't do research on their own.
But Leo, efficient woman. Whoa, let me flash you, Jerry. I will look for another movie.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a Superstory.
You don't mean it. You mean I can now buy Botex? My application has been approved? Wow! That is great! Thank you. Thank you very much. I will get in touch. Bye. Richard! We've got it! Come to my office immediately. Wow! Richard is a genius.
Sir, did you say we won the bid?
How did you do it? That was marvelous.
Wonderful, sir.
Just tell me, how did you do it?
It wasn't a big deal. It was a matter of being at the right place at the right time, sir.
Oh, my son. This calls for a celebration.
Oh, yes, sir.
I want you to come with me to the club tonight.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. I feel highly honored. Thank you very much, sir. I should use this opportunity to introduce to you a highly lucrative project.
What is it?
Sir, I want to suggest you go into a publication of a magazine on the life and style of the rich and famous.
And how lucrative would that be?
Sir, it seems you don't know what is obtainable in this business. You know how people like form of pageantry. We make the magazine classy and pay the high price.
Won't it be too expensive for the masses? After all, we intend to make profits with sales.
Who cares about the masses? The advertorials are enough to cover the cost of the magazine. And you know the rich likes to showcase their ill-gotten wealth, while the poor craves to have just a glimpse of it. So we'll be rolling in millions.
Well, I leave it to you. I trust you. Shop is highly profitable. And let me see the cost breakdown on the money.
Thank you very much. This is just the beginning. Wait until I get to the international center. Enjoy yourself.
All right, if you say so.
This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story with good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story, a life of precious stones and good taste. It's a super story. This is Superstory. This is Superstory. This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story. This is Superstory, a life of strife and sorrow.